Holy Natural Spring Water is produced in Mama Can St. Andrews and is available in all sizes nationwide. To order, telephone 444-7654 or 533-7654. Holy Natural Spring Water, Grenada's purest bottled water.
CaribJet, the award-winning agent, the oldest and most experienced travel company in Grenada. For our corporate and private clients, we carefully choose which airline we book you on. We are the main agents for Virgin Atlantic, British Airways, KLM and Condor, specialists to India, Africa, Middle East and South America. For worldwide flights, contact 439-4444 or caribjet.com.
Blast Gaming presents its biggest job whatever. Blast Mystery Progressive. I'm so excited. I can't hide it. In your blast jackpot rising. And I like it. It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up and up and up and up.
Play selected games to win in the Blast Mystery Progressive. Pick until you match 3 gems and win one of the 5 cash jackpots. Or you can blast up with the Mystery Progressive jackpot.
It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up. Blast Gaming.
Running a business is hard. Running a creative business, that's 10 times harder. The Grenada Office of Creative Affairs understands the unique challenges creative entrepreneurs face, especially when it comes to securing financing. That's why they have partnered with the Grenada Development Bank to launch the Creative and Cultural Industries Business Development Fund. Hello. Designed specifically for creative entrepreneurs like you and me. Unlock your full potential with our tailored financing options. Access loans of up to $50,000 at just 2% interest, empowering you to upgrade and expand your business. Receive business support vouchers of up to $5,000 to enhance your business plans, financial strategies, or marketing efforts. But that's not all. Nonprofits and community-based projects can secure grants of up to $25,000. So, what are you waiting for? Make the call today and learn how you can finance your dreams. Contact the Grenada Development Bank and unleash your creativity.
A Carnival Pulse is coming. Yes, you heard it. Carnival Pulse, a vibrant live broadcast event that captures the heart and soul of Grenada's Carnival. July 29th to August 9th at the Esplanade and Bruce Street Mall. Stay tuned for more information on Carnival Pulse, a production of MTV and Fusion FM in collaboration with Grenville Property Corporation Limited. This Carnival will be pulsating.
This is the MTV Evening News for Monday the 15th of July. The news headlines are in association with Courts Grenada Limited.
It's the Quartz Appliance Event. Cook it, fry it, bake it on a new Mabe stove for only $1,799. Stack it, pack it, and chill it with a Frigidaire 4-mount fridge for $2,749. Laundry piling up? Wash it, spin it, dry it in a Frigidaire 17-kilogram washing machine top, only $2,399. Get it now and pay later. It's the Quartz Appliance Event, only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offers end July 24th, 2024. Conditions apply.
Coming up in the news this evening, police investigate apparent drowning at Fort Judy. Volunteers successfully execute massive cleanup on the Sister Isles. Guyana and Suriname donate over $70,000 in relief and building supplies. And in sport, Grenada rebounds impressively in 3W's Cup. We'll have the details to those and other stories. I look to, of course, at the public forecast information. And I'll be right after the break right here on MTV. Stay with us.
The first segment of the MTV Evening News comes to your compliments Nexa Credit Union. With you wherever your road leads.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Good evening, I'm Tony Julian with the details. Family and community members are mourning the death of Windsor Forest resident Cameron Victor, who tragically lost his life in a drowning incident on Saturday evening. Victor, who was in his early 30s, is being remembered as a free spirit.
The motionless body of 32-year-old Cameron Victor was recovered by divers on Saturday evening and was later pronounced dead by a medical doctor. According to a statement from the Royal Grenada Police Force, officers were dispatched to Fort Judy, St. George after receiving a report of a drowning late Saturday evening. On arrival at the scene, it was revealed that 4 men went fishing in the area known as Warwick Rock when one of the men was later seen in the water appearing to be in distress. Police say his friends tried to assist him, however, he sank beneath the water. Divers later recovered the body from the water and he was examined and pronounced dead by a medical doctor. MTV News journeyed to the community of Windsor Forest on Sunday, where relatives and friends are trying to come to terms with Victor's untimely death. They recall seeing him having fun at an event on the morning of his death.
Well, when I heard the news about, well, we affectionately know him as Patchy, it was a shock to the whole village. I think everybody was thrust into mourning. Patchy was the kind of person that, a little village help, a handyman. His profession was carpentry and so on. And everybody could attest of him doing a little something in their house around the area. So for me, it was a big shock, and I know it would be a big loss. Get a grip of exactly what happened, because yesterday morning, he was about the village, So it was a real shock for the community.
Boy, Pimentel, trust me, skin get cool. But anyways, if there's one thing I could say, they always are stating that they never give somebody the glory or the praises, however you want to put it, when they are alive. Only when they die and gone, we just have good things to say. But this is the moment. This is the moment that I could speak out to let people know the type of person he was. He was always a kids type. Love kids. Let me just watch the reality about the story, how he drunk, bro. It's not something nice. It's a tragic death. You understand? To be suffering in that water, boy, brother, boy. I was going to work. I was on a bus and then I had to drop to come back home to make sure if it's really true. And then when I reached back home, everybody in tears. So, break me down too. Supposed to I work today. I don't go. My voice gone if you hear our singing.
An elderly citizen spoke of his last encounter with Victor on Saturday.
Up to today, yeah, the job that first was a bit yesterday, and he was saying he come back to do. Then he worked for the last. Worked for the last year with a friend of mine that we are doing the job that first up in Mali. And I find him move funny. When we don't do what he start to get on and then he disappear. I don't know where he went. I didn't query. But later on, they call and say he's a dead man.
Victor will be greatly missed.
I would miss him a lot. You know, he's a person that if I had a problem, something to fix in my house, he's the person that, you know, that would be one of the persons that I would call. Actually, he helped with the construction of my home, so.
Investigations continue into the matter. Reporting for MTV News, I am Akila Aberdeen.
A cleanup campaign in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, organized by the Ministry of Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, saw hundreds of volunteers from mainland Grenada in a show of community effort to restore and rebuild over the weekend. We have the details in this report.
The national cleanup campaign was geared towards cleaning up Carriacou and Petite Martinique following the damages sustained during the passage of Hurricane Beryl 2 weeks ago. The main mission, clearing all debris and waste materials to begin rebuilding. According to Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, Honorable Andy Williams, the plan is to begin cleaning on the outskirts and main roads.
We have five areas that we identified. And we are going to disperse the groups in, well, 5 groups. And we are going to disperse them into the different areas. But we have all the trucks also ready. We have the chainsaw men ready. We have skilled and unskilled people. So we are going to mix the groups. So you'll have a mixture of people in terms of the people who can just pick up the stuff and people who can operate the chainsaw and so right. The plan is to try to start from the outskirts and go into the town. And to do as much cleaning as possible, and also to clean up the main roads also.
Several non-government organizations and volunteer groups traveled to the Sister Isles for cleanup on Saturday and Sunday.
We're assisting with the needs-based assessments, let's say. We're a volunteer-powered organization, so we will be bringing in volunteers from next week. We're setting up in the north part of Carriacou. We have hands, we have manpower, that's what we're able to help with. We can help support other organizations if they need hands. We're also looking to do cleanup, support with the street cleanups, debris removal, mucking, gutting, anything that needs hands and volunteers. We're ready and we're available.
We are actually assisting in cleanup. We have been here last weekend packaging, and so we have been involved in NAGMA base in Grenada packaging, and so the younger ones. So on island, in Carriacou, we have the officers, so not cadets, but the adults. Yes, we have been up here last week, we're up here today, 14 of us, and we're doing what we can to assist.
Minister for Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs, Honorable Tevin Andrews, expressed profound gratitude for the assistance provided.
From a government standpoint, we will be doing a little bit more targeted cleanup in the coming weeks and focusing on a 3-month period to just do cleanup. Because one of the things that we want to do is to ensure that we tackle the cleanup in some of the hard-to-reach areas so that when the vegetation starts to grow, you don't have issues of trapped, galvanized and debris in hard-to-reach areas. So it's best that we do that now. But I really appreciate all the people all the volunteers that came up from Grenada who risked the weather to be here making the sacrifice.
Minister Andrews also called upon the local community to continue their efforts in the cleanup and restoration process. Reporting for MTV News, I am Akila Aberdeen.
Executive Secretary of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, Simon Steele, spent last weekend in Carriacou providing support to his family and loved ones who were affected by Hurricane Beryl, as well as working along with international media to bring context to the devastation on the small islands to the global community. Steele explained the sight as heartbreaking, and he made a clarion call to governments to fulfill the United Nations climate change pledges.
Is calling upon governments and authorities to fulfill the pledges that they have made and the commitments that they have been making. And it's only through that and that collective action. And as I said, that the real action is concentrated within 20 countries of the world. If they do that, then what we're seeing here will not be as intense and as frequent as we're seeing. But as I said, what we're seeing here in Carriacou today, we will see in India tomorrow, we'll see in Kenya the following, we're seeing all around the world. So again, that call, using Carriacou as just another example of human suffering and the human impacts of climate change.
Steele shared some of his immediate recommendations to assist rebuilding the ravaged islands.
There are two parallel processes that must take place. The first is the immediate. It is ensuring that everyone has shelter, everyone has the basic necessities to get through each day in these difficult circumstances. That is first, and that is a tremendous amount of effort to do that and do that well. But in parallel to that, the planning for that building back better. How can we use this as an opportunity to, as the rebuilding process starts, that it is done at a standard that is going to build resilience. And we're not just talking in terms of infrastructure. You know, we're looking at homes, building codes, we're looking at public infrastructure, our roads, our electricity systems, how we provide water, how we provide those essential services. But to also look at agriculture, climate smart agriculture, look at tourism, look at the economy on the island, what can be done to make that more resilient.
Well, Grenada also commemorated the anniversary of Hurricane Emily on Sunday, reflecting on that storm's impact and the strides made in disaster preparedness 19 years later in the wake of Hurricane Beryl, the earliest and latest tropical storm to make landfall in Grenada. Let's get more in this report.
July 14th marked the 19th anniversary of Hurricane Emily's landfall in Grenada, a pivotal moment in the island's history of natural disasters. The hurricane, arriving just 10 months after Hurricane Ivan in 2004, brought renewed challenges but also spurred significant improvements in disaster preparedness and infrastructure. Disaster risk management specialist Sylvan McIntyre, who served as Grenada's national disaster coordinator during both Hurricanes Ivan and Emily, reflected on the evolution of disaster management over the past 2 decades. He noted that the aftermath of Hurricane Ivan revealed critical gaps in policies and infrastructure, prompting a comprehensive overhaul of the disaster management system.
For example, the housing infrastructure was totally not what was desired at that period of time. Obviously, it could not have resisted the force of the hurricane. Some of the policies, procedures that existed then were not very relevant to the era for which we were actually stepping into. And so the economy was set back. The housing stock was either severely damaged or totally destroyed.
Hurricane Emily provided a turning point, McIntyre affirmed, prompting a revamping of the entire approach to disaster management. This included the rebranding of the Disaster Management Agency, strengthening infrastructure resilience and enhancing security measures across the island.
I know for sure the police and security was largely or greatly criticized for the inability to keep a security focus. During that time, they wrote a plan that was tested in 2005, actually 10 months after Hurricane Ivan. The infrastructure, it was intended to be built back better. The building code was revisited. Policies and procedures were written. The name of the disaster agency was even changed to reflect comprehensive disaster management. I think the attitude, mood of the people changed to a large extent, and that rolled on into a few years until you may say complacency started stepping back again.
Despite the devastation caused by Hurricane Beryl 19 years later, which became the strongest tropical storm to hit the island since Ivan and Emily and ravished the sister isles, McIntyre emphasized that Grenada's capacity to respond has significantly improved since the early 2000s.
The magnitude of the hurricane would have something to do with it. There was a Category 3 Ivan, and there was a Category 4 Beryl. The damage to Grenada was different, but in this sense, Carriacou had the brunt of it, which is more severe than what we actually had in Grenada in 2004. But in terms of the response, the system was better organized. There were people who were trained as contrary to 2004. So there was a structure and a framework upon which you just had to strengthen or build. In 2004, that did not exist, or the framework was not as robust as it is now. People who've been through Hurricane Ivan, their capacity mentally and otherwise was strengthened to be able to deal with all the trauma and the stresses that come with it. That in itself will aid quicker recovery.
Emily is one of only 2 Category 5 Atlantic hurricanes on record in the month of July, along with Hurricane Beryl in 2004, who became the earliest Category 4 hurricane on record in the Atlantic. For MTV News, Troy Gill.
That's the first segment of the Evening News Monday. We'll be right back with you after the break.
The first segment of the MTV Evening News came to you in association with Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
If you don't add multi-X to your Playway bets, then you're definitely missing out on bigger winnings. The NLA has added 7X to the multi-X draws. Imagine playing your favorite Playway number or symbol for $10 with multi-X added. Then, wow! 7X is drawn. You win bigger. Not just $240, but $240 multiplied by 7. Whoa! That's $1,680. 7X added for a limited time only. Add multi-X to your Playway bets every day, 3 times per day, Monday to Saturday, for chances to win bigger. Not only free plays or winnings multiplied by 3 or 5, but winnings multiplied by 7 too. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, make your dreams come true.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. First, make a family disaster plan and ensure that everyone in your household is familiar and comfortable with it. Remember to add batteries and flashlights to your emergency kit. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win. Free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for one whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sips, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlac, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Caribberies, Coop Bag, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
Blast Gaming presents its biggest job whatever. Blast Mystery Progressive. I'm so excited. I can't hide it. The new Blast Jackpot rising, and I like it. It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up and up and up and up.
Play selected games to win in the Blast Mystery Progressive. Pick until you match 3 gems and win one of the 5 cash jackpots. Or you can blast up with the Mystery Progressive Jackpot.
It's going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up. Blast Gaming.
Bank on a bright future with Co-op Bank as we celebrate more than 50 years of partnership with Grenadians. Fund your summer plans with a new Visa credit card and get 5,000 bonus reward points on approval. Or you can get discounted interest rates with financing of up to $50,000 unsecured. With Co-op Bank, you have a future you can bank on. Apply today. Special terms and conditions apply.
Welcome home.
Flatlands, Park, Ship, and Print, together with Concept Events, present Pre-Day, the biggest show in Grenada's Carnival. Wednesday, August 7th, Grenada National Stadium. Gates open at 9 p.m. Showtime 10 p.m. A celebration of the Jab, featuring the Minister of Jab, the Jab Boss, Talpri.
I am the Jab Boss. Certain things I end up.
Also featuring guest performances by TNT's Road March King, Mikkel Tasia, Nadia Batson, and Sass. Cohen Dubois, Problem Child, Lil Rick, Med Pipe and Status, Lyrical, Westway, Boise, Lava Man, Vaughn, Terror, The Governor, Skinny Banter, Super Flying Flip, Muddy, and Squeezehead, Temperance Dash, and a whole lot more. Also, a special surprise guest. All early bird tickets are sold out. Get your $100 regular tickets right now, and also get your VIP $600 tickets. It is the biggest event to touch down this Carnival 2024. Pre-Day.
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there. Easy. Enjoy competitive interest rates, specials on insurance, and offers from auto dealers. Ariza also has great offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. Apply for an easy ride loan from Ariza and drive away in style.
Welcome back. Grenada has received a significant donation of relief supplies, including a contingent of soldiers from 2 Caribbean nations, in a significant show of support and solidarity in the wake of Hurricane Beryl. We get more in this report.
Over the weekend, a significant donation of relief supplies and building materials valued at over $70,000 arrived in the sister isle of Carriacou, courtesy of President Irfan Ali of Guyana and President Chandrika Prasad Santokhi of Suriname. The shipment, aimed at supporting recovery efforts post-Hurricane Beryl, was received by Prime Minister Honorable Dickon Mitchell upon its arrival. 50 additional soldiers from the Guyana Defense Force, increasing their total presence on the island to 58, also landed in Carriacou to bolster local rebuilding efforts. Prime Minister Mitchell expressed gratitude for the support from Guyana and Suriname, emphasizing the critical role these resources and manpower will play in recovery efforts on the sister isles.
This is probably the single largest physical donation of relief items and restoration items. It ranges from, as you can see, water tanks to dry goods, cassava, potatoes, LPG gas, building materials, lumber, zinc sheets, generators, 19-page manifest. So it's a lot of supplies, not just for immediate relief, but also to help with some of the temporary restoration work. We also have a contingent of 50 Guyanese soldiers who landed in Grenada this morning. I met them at the international airport. They're on the way up with the Osprey. The intention is to tackle some of the large government buildings to try and make sure that we can at least put them in a state where they can be used, even if it's temporarily. Because there are a number of things we have to factor in. Obviously, the continued sheltering of people. If we get any adverse weather or so, we need to be able to house people still. And we need to be able to house people who are coming up for relief efforts like the soldiers and so on.
Chairman of the Guyana Private Sector Commission, Komal Singh, highlighted the collaborative effort between Guyana's public and private sectors to raise the much-needed relief supplies for Grenada.
The private sector, in collaboration with the government of Guyana, have, since Hurricane Beryl, have actually came together in massive support to bring relief effort to Grenada and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We have sent one vessel last Sunday to St. Vincent, and this one is here today, bringing various amount of cargo, different type of cargo. On this vessel have lots of roofing material to help bring back some of these families, with a shelter over their head. I was in Grenada, and my, PM asked me to accompany him to receive this vessel, and I think, the honor of coming here to see and get a direct feeling on the ground what has happened to this little island of Carriacou. What we have seen on camera and what I'm seeing here now is very devastating.
Second in command for the Guyana Defense Force contingent in Grenada is Major Clifton Sam.
We are here to do some rehabilitation and renovation works to some buildings that were identified here. So we came here with an assessment team of 8 persons last week, Saturday, and this is the vessel that has arrived here today with the materials for us to conduct our work, as well as we have an additional 50 troops that has landed in Grenada this morning, who will be the main workforce to come across and do the job that has to be done.
Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell, who was recently appointed chair of the Conference of Heads of Government, expressed thanks to his regional counterparts for their solidarity and support during this challenging time. For MTV News, Troy Gill.
Following the widespread destruction caused by Hurricane Beryl, there's a call for the establishment of a Minister for Heritage in Grenada, emphasizing the need for government's oversight in preserving Grenada's cultural heritage amidst reconstruction efforts, as we now hear.
President of the Grenada National Trust, Daryl Brathwaite, is calling for the appointment of a Minister for Heritage whose sole responsibility is the preservation of sites, locations, and buildings that forms part of Grenada's historical heritage. This call follows the devastation of Hurricane Beryl, which struck Grenada as a Category 4 tropical storm, inflicting significant damage to historical sites, monuments, and buildings, including the Dumfries Lime Factory, a structure dating back to 1810. Speaking to MTV News on Monday, Brathwaite expressed concern over the emotional impact on locals when such cultural landmarks are lost due to natural disasters.
Now, when it comes to heritage, heritage can be a bit of a luxury, because when you're trying to develop a country and manage a country, you're looking at basic needs first, health and housing and education and things like that. Heritage is an emotional thing. People like to see places of memory. They don't want to see their old school burned down or the church they were baptized or these things, these landmarks as well. It gives you a sense of comfort. So you can see the reaction when people saw Dumfries and so knocked down. That the reaction is really a kind of grief and sadness that, oh shucks man, look what we just lost.
He stressed the importance of maintaining the originality and historical integrity of these sites during the reconstruction phase, advocating for their continued role as tourist attractions that contribute to the local economy and evoke nostalgia among residents.
And people even suggested, well, we could rebuild. Well, no, you don't really do that. Heritage is what it is. In whatever state of disrepair it is, what you could do is try to preserve what's already there and try to turn it into a tourist attraction so you could generate revenue to pay for it. Because you can't afford to keep everything. So you actually have to be selective what you decide to keep. And that is why it's important to do this kind of planning and discussion in advance of the loss, not after the loss. But we could use this loss as a reminder that we need to do a bit more forward planning.
Highlighting the ongoing plight of the former Parliament building, which has remained in disrepair since Hurricane Ivan struck the island in 2004, Brathwaite underscored the urgency for a Minister for Heritage who would centralize efforts to protect and promote Grenada's tangible historical heritage, ensuring that future generations can appreciate and benefit from the island's rich historical legacy.
And a beautiful historic building is now pretty much unrepairable, and it could have been avoided. But if there was a Minister for Heritage, he would have been concerned about, we need to save the building because of what it represents. The fact that you get a new parliament and you just move on is not the solution here. It is deciding what you need to do with the heritage buildings. Look at the library. Small hole in the roof, all inside wet. The library is used as the National Archives. All the documents about what life was like in Grenada over the last 300 years.
The Grenada Public Library, which opened its doors on the carnage over a century ago, was also damaged by Hurricane Ivan in 2004 and remains inactive to this day. For MTV News, Troy Gill.
The evening news here on MTV for the 15th of July. Stay with us. Regional highlights are next. The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there. Easy. Enjoy competitive interest rates, specials on insurance, and offers from auto dealers. Ariza also has great offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. Apply for an easy ride loan from Ariza. and drive away in style.
If you don't add multi-X to your Playway bet, then you're definitely missing out on bigger winnings. The NLA has added 7X to the multi-X draws. Imagine playing your favorite Playway number or symbol for $10 with multi-X added. Then, wow! 7X is drawn. You win bigger. Not just $240, but $240 multiplied by 7. Whoa! That's $1,680. 7X added for a limited time only. Add multi-X to your Playway bets every day, 3 times per day, Monday to Saturday, for chances to win bigger. Not only free plays or winnings multiplied by 3 or 5, but winnings multiplied by 7 too. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, make your dreams come true.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicle insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for 1 whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sips, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlac, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Caribberies, Coop Bank, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
Running a business is hard. Running a creative business, that's 10 times harder. The Grenada Office of Creative Affairs understands the unique challenges creative entrepreneurs face, especially when it comes to securing financing. That's why they have partnered with the Grenada Development Bank to launch the Creative and Cultural Industries Business Development Fund. Hello. Designed specifically for creative entrepreneurs like you and me.
Unlock your full potential with our tailored financing options. Access loans of up to $50,000 at just 2% interest, empowering you to upgrade and expand your business. Receive business support vouchers of up to $5,000 to enhance your business plans, financial strategies, or marketing efforts. But that's not all. Nonprofits and community-based projects can secure grants of up to $25,000.
So, what are you waiting for? Make the call today and learn how you can finance your dreams. Contact the Grenada Development Bank and unleash your creativity.
Parents, do you go to bed with the knowledge that your children are comfortably asleep in the next room? Or are they allowed to attend every FET advertised? You are responsible for the safety and well-being of your children, and it is your responsibility to know their whereabouts. Children should not be at adult events. Please guide your children, engage them in age-appropriate activities. Let us be spicy parents for this carnival season and beyond. S. Speak to your children about positive behavior. P. Pay attention to them at all times. I. Inspire good behavior in your children by also displaying good behavior. C. Check with your children. Always know their whereabouts. Y. You are responsible for your children. Maintain control to keep them safe. This is a message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
Flatlands, Park, Ship and Print, together with Concept Events, present Pre-Day, the biggest show in Grenada's Carnival. Wednesday, August 7th, Grenada National Stadium. Gates open at 9 p.m. Showtime 10 p.m. A celebration of the Jab, featuring the Minister of Jab, the Jab Boss, Talpree.
I am the Jab Boss, so two things I end up.
Also featuring guest performances by TNT's Road March King, Mikhail Tasia, Nadia Batson and Sass, Cohen Dubois, Problem Child, Lil Rick, Lead Pipe and Status, Lyrical, Busway, Boise, Lava Man, Vaughn, Terror, The Governor, Skinny Banter, Super Flying Flip, Muddy and Squeeze Head, Temperance Dash, and a whole lot more. Also, a special surprise guest. All early bird tickets are sold out. Get your $100 regular tickets right now, and also get your VIP $600 tickets. It is the biggest event to touch down this Carnival 2024. Pre-Day.
Welcome back to the MTV Evening News as we turn it over to Clifton James for this evening's Regional Roundup.
With the Regional Roundup, I am Clifton James. A shooting in St. Vincent and the Grenadines has claimed the lives of a 16-year-old boy and a 30-year-old vendor. The deceased has been identified as Jason St. Rose, 16, a student at the St. Vincent Grammar School, and Jamori John, 30, a vendor. It is reported the shooting incident occurred near a shop in Pole Yard on Saturday night. The St. Vincent Grammar School, in a statement, said no words could express the shock and sadness in the school's community when one of their own, Jason St. Rose, was taken away from them so violently. The school said this is a tragedy that impacts every one of us, as Jason, in his way, was interwoven into the fabric of our school. During this difficult time, we extend our heartfelt condolences to his family, friends, and all those who mourn his untimely passing. As a school community, our thoughts and prayers are with them as we all navigate this immense loss. It is reported a man also sustained a gunshot injury from the incident. People who suffer from allergies and respiratory sensitivities are probably already aware that the Saharan dust is continuing to reduce air quality for some islands in the region. The St. Vincent and Grenadines Meteorological Services, in its forecast for Monday, issued a weather advisory for persons to be on alert for a reduction in air quality due to the Saharan dust haze. Its 72-hour weather outlook explained that Saharan dust concentrates on varying intensities will remain noticeable during the next few days, reducing air quality and visibility. Across the Caribbean region, governments have issued strong condemnations following the attempted assassination of former US President Donald Trump. The incident, which occurred during a public appearance in Pennsylvania on Saturday, has sparked international reactions and concern. Regional governments stress that violence has no place in the political arena. Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says he stands with President Joe Biden and Speaker of the House of Representatives Mike Johnson in condemning the incident, which could have resulted in dozens of people losing their lives. I, too, agree that there is absolutely no place or justification for any aspect of violence in the political process and environment of a democratic society. Those who might directly or inadvertently foster and or encourage this outcome should give deep reflection as to their commitment to democracy as we all champion it to the diversity of our populations, he said in a statement. St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew said he was saddened by the incident. You're up to date with the Regional Roundup. I am Clifton James.
This is the MTV Evening News. We'll be back with you after the break.
If
If you don't add multi-X to your Playway bet, then you're definitely missing out on bigger winnings. The NLA has added 7X to the multi-X draws. Imagine playing your favorite Playway number or symbol for $10 with multi-X added. Then, wow! 7X is drawn. You win bigger. Not just $240, but $240 multiplied by 7. Whoa! That's $1,680. 7X added for a limited time only. Add multi-X to your Playway bets every day. 3 times per day, Monday to Saturday, for chances to win bigger. Not only free plays or winnings multiplied by 3 or 5, but winnings multiplied by 7 too. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA. Make your dreams come true.
Hello, Carnival. Nice to see you again. Hey people, this is Ezra the Fun Machine, and I'm calling all revelers, carnivalists, and bacchanalists. Let me tell you, take a loan of $3,000 or more for your costume and pay only $340 per month with God's ready cash. Plus, you get to enter to win your loan back. That's right! Pay $0 down and nothing for the first 30 days. All you need is your ID, proof of address, job letter, pay slip, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Courts Already Cash location today or contact your Carnival band for more details. Experience Carnival 2024 with Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply. Aye, aye, aye.
Good day, Mr. James. I'm just here looking at Grenlec's new mobile app.
Sounds great. Can I use it to check my bill balance?
Absolutely. Let me show you. Enter your account number and Grenlec access number, and that's it. You can now check your balance, track your usage, receive outage alerts, and get updates from Grenlec in real time. You can even use the app to report a power outage or a fault with a pole or street light. Add as many accounts as you want. Track your business account, apartment rentals, and Granny's account, all in one convenient place.
Thanks, Susan. I'll be telling everyone I know about Grenlec's new app.
The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
Bank on a bright future with Co-op Bank as we celebrate more than 50 years of partnership with Grenadians. Fund your summer plans with a new Visa credit card and get 5,000 bonus reward points on approval. Or you can get discounted interest rates with financing of up to $50,000 unsecured. With Co-op Bank, you have a future you can bank on. Apply today. Special terms and conditions apply.
Welcome home.
A Carnival Pulse is coming. Yes, you heard it. Carnival Pulse, a vibrant live broadcast event that captures the heart and soul of Grenada's Carnival. July 29th to August 9th at the Esplanade and Bruce Street Mall. Stay tuned for more information on Carnival Pulse, a production of MTV and Fusion FM in collaboration with Grenville Property Corporation Limited. This carnival will be pulsating.
Parents, do you go to bed with the knowledge that your children are comfortably asleep in the next room? Or are they allowed to attend every FET advertised? You are responsible for the safety and well-being of your children, and it is your responsibility to know their whereabouts. Children should not be at adult events. Please guide your children, engage them in age-appropriate activities. Let us be spicy parents for this carnival season and beyond. S. Speak to your children about positive behavior. P. Pay attention to them at all times. I. Inspire good behavior in your children by also displaying good behavior. C. Check with your children. Always know their whereabouts. Y. You are responsible for your children. Maintain control to keep them safe. This is a message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
Coming up in sport, Grenada rebounds impressively in 3W's Cup. Details to that highlight and more in our sporting segment.
The MTV Evening Sports is brought to you in association with Quartz, bringing value home.
It's the Quartz Appliance Event. Cook it, fry it, bake it on a new Mabe stove for only $1,799. Stack it, pack it, and chill it with a Frigidaire 4-mount fridge for $2,749. Laundry piling up? Wash it, spin it, dry it in a Frigidaire 17-kilogram washing machine top, only $2,399. Get it now and pay later. It's the Quartz Appliance Event, only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offers end July 24th, 2024. Conditions apply.
Special evening to you now, sporting fans. Here are your highlights.
Good evening, sporting fans. The Grenada women's national football team has rebounded impressively in the 3W's Cup after losing their opening match. Sitting atop the standings, Grenada looks poised to make a deep run in the tournament being held in Trinidad. After falling 2-1 to Defence Force Women in the first game, Grenada came storming back with a dominant 7-0 victory over Playfit Academy on Sunday. Ronelia Bubb scored the lone goal in the opening, finding the back of the net in the 21st minute. She followed up with 2 more goals in the road of Playfit Academy, scoring in the 9th and 15th minutes. Malia Ramdani also netted a brace for Grenada, scoring goals in the 40th and 64th minutes. Other Grenada goal scorers included Shania Johnson in the 29th minute, Melania Fullerton in the 53rd, and Jonella George in the 89th. With the big win, Grenada sits in first place in their group. They will await the results of Tuesday's matches to find out their next opponent in the tournament. After the disappointing start, the Spice Girls have served notice that they are a force to be reckoned with in the 3W's Cup. Their potent attack and goal-scoring power could carry them on a deep run as they look to claim their title. The Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League squads for the 2024 season have been confirmed following the completion of the player draft. Carl Myers was the first pick of the draft, and he will join the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. He will be joined by Michaeli Lewis, Ryan John, and Verasamy Permal. The St. Lucia Kings welcomed USA international Aaron Jones, who qualifies to play at the CPL as a local player because he has a Barbados passport. The Kings have also selected Carrie Campbell, Joanne Jeremiah, Michael Jovia, and Akeem August. The Barbados Royals have selected Kadim Aline, Isaiah Thorne, and Nathan Seeley to complete their squad, while the Guyana Amazon Warriors have selected all-rounders Raymond Reefer and Ronaldo Ali Mohammed. Matthew Nandu also rejoins the Warriors after being selected in the draft. The Antigua and Barbuda Falcons picked 5 players at the draft, with Russian Primus, Justin Graves, Jamar Hamilton, Teddy Bishop, and Kofi James joining the newest CPL team. Their Trinbago Knight Riders selected Nathan Edward and Shakir Paris in their emerging player spots. The 2024 season begins on August 29 with the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons taking on the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots at the Sir Vivian Richards Cricket Stadium. The tournament will also include visits to St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, and Guyana. Although admitting the series is far from over, former West Indies pacer Ian Bishop and Sri Lankan cricket legend Kumar Sangakkara says it will be a tough task for the Caribbean side to challenge England for the remainder of their Test series due to their struggles with the bat. The Windies are looking to recover from their first Test innings and 114-run loss to the host, which ended in just 3 days last week. The Craig Brathwaite-led side failed twice with the bat after scoring 121 and 136, with only 3 batsmen getting into double figures over the 2 innings. England bowler Gus Atkinson in his debut took a match haul of 12 wickets, while Jimmy Anderson ended his Test career with 4 wickets. And that's it for this evening's sports. I am Troy Gill.
And with the latest sporting highlights there, we still have ahead, remember, the public forecast information and a recap of the main stories when we return.
The MTV Evening Sports was brought to you in association with Quartz, bringing value home.
MTV Weather Report comes to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
We have the will to overcome. We are strong. Together, we are Grenada.
Good Monday evening, viewers. Back with the nighttime weather forecast and meteorologist Wayne Williams. Some more sunny conditions throughout the extreme southern Caribbean today, but the northern islands continue to see some scattered showers. Trinidad also did experience some showers there, mostly during the morning period. A tropical wave is expected to pass through the islands by tomorrow, but as it approaches, it is going to spread some showers over the islands, mostly tomorrow, Tuesday, and on Wednesday. That's when the showers are expected, but we could get a few tonight. There's another wave much further to the east, moving to the west as usual. Not any signs of any activity with that one at the moment. The haze continues to be of interest. Most of it is drifting to the far north, but we would continue to see, or we would see, a return of the dense haze after a slight ease for a day or two. Most of the cloudiness associated with that approaching tropical wave is to the east and some to the southeast of Trinidad. As it moves to the west, as I said, we can expect some showers from it mostly on Tuesday and Wednesday. The forecast for tonight, however, generally fair skies. A few brief showers are likely, mostly in inland areas. Easterly winds between 5 and 15 miles per hour. The minimum temperature will hover around 24, but the medium chance of those showers around 40%. The moon, it rose early on at 1:27 this afternoon. It's going to set in the early morning at 1:14. Widely scattered showers are expected on Tuesday as the wave approaches the islands, about a medium to high chance of rain, around 70%. Easterly winds between 10 and 20 miles per hour, but we could see some higher gusts in and around those showers. Normal seas, normal to moderate seas, 4 to 5 foot waves in open waters. Sunrise a bit early, 5:50, sunset 6:35. Temperature will climb to around 30, feel like 35. The UV index moderate. Showers in Port of Spain, generally fair skies for Bridgetown and also for Kingston. Partly cloudy skies in Miami. New York is expected to be very hot, a high of 35, mostly cloudy there. Cloudy conditions for London. Back at home on Wednesday and Thursday, the chance of those showers remain a bit high, especially on Wednesday, but tapering off a bit on Thursday. We should be seeing some more sunshine, fewer showers on Thursday. For the remainder of the weekend, the week and into the weekend, going into next week, partly cloudy conditions becoming fair the latter part of the forecast period. That is it for Monday night, folks. Have yourself a great night. Join me again on Tuesday.
MTV Weather Report was brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
And now to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Police investigate an apparent drowning in Fort Judy. Volunteers successfully executed a massive cleanup on the Sister Isles. Guyana and Suriname have donated over $70,000 in relief and building supplies. And in sport, Grenada has rebounded impressively in 3W's Cup. We've had details to those and other stories. A look to, of course, at the public forecast information. And so now, on behalf of the news and production departments, I'm Tony Julian. We thank you for viewing and wish you a good night.
Lloyd David Augustine of Marion St. George, who resided in St. Lucia, passed away on June 7, 2024, at the age of 89. Left to mourn are his dear friend and caregiver, Aletha Catherine Green, brothers Randolph Augustine, also known as Small-Axe, and Franklin Augustine in the USA, children Vincent Noel in England, Shane Marshall in Canada, Lydia and Claudius in Grenada, Yanisha and Damien in St. Lucia, many grandchildren, nieces and nephews, many other relatives and friends including Victor Duncan, also known as Flurry, the Augustine families, and friends in Grenada, Carriacou and St. Lucia. The funeral service and interment of the late Lloyd David Augustine of Marion St. George, who resided in St. Lucia, took place on Tuesday, July 9th in St. Lucia. Funeral arrangements were entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Gregory Joel Thomas, also known as Watty Way, of Crowshoe St. Andrew, a well-known truck driver and salesman, passed away on Sunday, June 16, 2024, at the age of 42. He was the son of Samuel Thomas, also known as Tightclothes, and Gracelyn Thomas, also known as Sister Grace, father of Jade, Javon, Jeremiah, Javel, Ethan, Jewel, Eunuch, and Jaden, brother of Aaron Thomas, Enoch Thomas, Jude Thomas, Theodore Coffey, Troy Roberts, Sarah Thomas in the USA, and Stacy Lewis, close and dear friend of Calatica Least, also known as Lati. Many aunts and uncles including Esther Thomas, Florence Holmes, Barbara Stanislaus, Neva Andrews, Sherma Andrews, Ann Andrews, Lydia Thomas, Selina John, Laurel Andrews, Ada, Joyce, Anne Griffith, Wilshire, Eric, and Cloney. Nieces and nephews including Adina, Damien, Ayana, Ebony, Ison, Uri, Kyle, Kayla, Kendon, Aaron, and Nora. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including Katrina and family, Jermel, Hayden, Delon and the guys of Cafe and surrounding areas, Asha Williams, Afia Moraine and family, Alicia Moraine and family, Jason, Selwyn, June and family, Jay Mahorn, employees of Specialized Automotive Limited, the Caliste and Belfont families of Mount Sealy, the trucking community, customers on the St. George's bus terminal, shopkeepers island-wide, and friends and neighbors of Crowshoe and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Gregory Joel Thomas, also known as Watty Way, of Crowshoe St. Andrew, will take place on Wednesday, July 17th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Mamacan Independent Baptist Church, and interment will be at the Family Cemetery Café, Crowshoe, St. Andrew. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Gordon Benjamin, also known as Cobra, of Tempe, who resided at River Road, St. George and Pedmotar, St. David, passed away on Wednesday, 26 June 2024, at the age of 87. He was the father of Gina Benjamin, Randolph, also known as Loverboy, Carol in the USA, and Wendy Williams, grandfather of Raquel Green, Karine, Jada, Karzim, Kav, Karina and Kareem Benjamin, Harlan and Angel Williams in Grenada, Christelle, Kimron and Curlon in the UK, Kairona, Kayleen, Kamal and Kason in the USA. Great-grandfather of many including Jaquan Green, Ava and Akela. Brother of Cosmos in the UK, Jermaine in Texas, and Gloria in St. Croix. Many nieces and nephews including Leslie and Felix, Stephen Benjamin, and Humphrey Hazard. Father-in-law of Carol Salhab. Many relatives and friends including Annie Purcell, Josh St. Louis, Celia and Curtis Samuel, Nurse Cox and other nurses at the Pedmotar Medical Station, Una George in Trinidad, the staff of Foodland, Lagoon Road, Pastor Juba, and friends and neighbours of Tempe, River Road, and Pedmotar, St. David. The funeral of the late Gordon Benjamin, also known as Cobra, of Tempe, who resided at River Road, St. George, and Pedmotar, St. David, will take place on Thursday, July 18th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Garden of Remembrance Funeral Chapel, Cemetery Hill, St. George's, according to Catholic rites, and interment will be at the St. George's Top Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Rose Teresa Blackman of Mamacan St. Andrew, who resided at Marianne and Monkgay St. George, entered into rest on Thursday, July 4th, 2024, at the age of 58. She was the sister of Kenneth, Eric, Ernest, Cicely and Magna Blackman, Suzanne Hall, née Blackman in Canada, Althea in the USA, Natasha Clark, and Ermin Julian, née Blackman. Aunt of many including Samantha and Anselm Blackman, Miguel Charles and Joshua Julian. Grand aunt of many. Sister-in-law of Colin Hall in Canada, Michael Julian, Junior Charles and Joel Harford. Close and dear friends Stephen Lamoth and Deslin Noel. Other relatives and friends including nurses at the Monkgay Hospital including Andrew Williams, Sherwin Julian, Dawn St. Clair, Carol Cambridge, Jamila Lewis, Pamela Paul, Joycelyn George, Shermelin Beggs, Jerry Ann Andel, Kim Toussaint, Ronil Kador, Kendon Trotman, Rondell Pear, Daniel McKee, Terence Narayan, Maura Herreri, Edison Robertson, social workers including Mrs. Marishaw and Mrs. Welch, the doctors and nurses at the oncology clinic, the Blackman family at home and abroad, and friends and neighbours of Mamacan, Marianne and Monkgay St. George. The funeral of the late Rose Teresa Blackman of Mamacan St. Andrew, who resided at Marianne and Monkgay St. George, will take place on Wednesday, July 17th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Garden of Remembrance Funeral Chapel, Cemetery Hill, St. George's, according to Pentecostal rites, and interment will be at the Wilberforce Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Cecilia Dowden, also known as Nanny, of Montmoret St. George, died on July 1st, 2024, at the age of 91. She was the mother of Bernice and Lennox in the UK, Christine and Anne-Marie in the USA, Steve in Australia, Beverly and Donna in Grenada, grandmother of 16, great-grandmother of 26, sister-in-law of Floyd, John and Rex Dowden, mother-in-law of John Viallard, Pauline Dowden, Cletus Paul, Sandra Gonzalez Dowden, and Terence Griffith. Other relatives and friends including Dr. Jose Rodriguez, Lorna Edwards, Rosalind Trim, Jane, her caregiver, Wayne and Anna Maria Harris, Alan and Nicole Dowden, Teresa Joseph and Carrie Aku, and pastor and members of the Montmoret Seventh-day Adventist Church. The funeral service for the late Cecilia Dowden, also known as Nanny, of Montmoret St. George, will take place on Thursday, July 18th at 2 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Mount Moritz Seventh-day Adventist Church, followed by interment at the Mount Moritz Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Oscar Marast, also known as DJ Master Mix, of Paraclete St. Andrew, passed away on Saturday 29th June 2024 at the age of 73. He was the father of Tracy Marast, Laverne Brown, Renee and Emma Marast, grandfather of Dante, Aaliyah and Jaden Telesford, Aidan, St. Bernard, Janelle Stevens and Yvette Balthazar, brother of Elijah Cephas and Conrad Regis, also known as Sasaye, close cousin of Theodore Cooper and Ivan Regis, brother-in-law of Jerry Cephas. Many nieces, nephews, other relatives and friends in Grenada and abroad, including Trevor Noel, Marvin Archibald, Laura James, Marcia Archibald, Dennis Charles, Rennick St. Bernard, Jordan Horsford, Royan Glaude, Sheldon Brown, Janine Thomas, Bernard Telesford, and friends and neighbors of Paraclete and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Oscar Marast, also known as DJ Master Mix of Paraclete St. Andrew, will take place on Thursday, July 18th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at St. Andrew the Apostle Catholic Church, Grenville, and interment will be at the Grand Bras Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Margaret Clarine Clark, née Patris, also known as Caro, of Winwood Carriacou, who resided at Grand Mole St. George, passed away on Sunday, June 30th, 2024, at the age of 75. Left to mourn her husband Anthony Peter Clark, children Davon King in Tortola, Walter Oliver, Vanetta Georgeson in Canada, and Robbie Clark in Washington. Stepchildren Binta Patrick and Deanne Alexander. Siblings Anne Fleury, Joy Campbell, Dennis, Desmond, Martin, and Gold Patris. 20 grandchildren, 6 great-grands. Sisters and brothers-in-law Elita, Velda, Margaret, Sylvia, Ernest, Jeffrey, Dexter, and Joseph. Daughters and sons-in-law Marcia King, Curlin Oliver, Crystal Clark, and Andrew Georgeson. Many nieces and nephews, too numerous to mention. Other relatives and friends including the Clark, Mitchell, and Etchell families of Grand Mole, the Patris, McFarlane, and Emmons families of Carriacou, John Greenwich, Nurse Eluta Alexis, Rena Bernard, the Houghton family of Fontenoy, Joy Sampson, Ava Dabrio, Rona Patris, and Augustine Jones, and friends and neighbors of Grand Mole, Fontenoy, Cherry Hill, and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Margaret Clarine Clark, née Patris, also known as Caro, of Winwood Carriacou, who resided at Grand Mole St. George, will take place on Friday, July 19th at 1:30 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, Church Street, St. George's, and interment will be at the Wilberforce Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Thomas Charles, also known as Manday and Charlo, of Willis, who resided at Happy Hill, St. George, passed away on Tuesday, 9th July 2024, at the age of 76. The funeral arrangements for the late Thomas Charles, also known as Manday and Charlo, of Willis, who resided at Happy Hill, St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment as you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest. Visit or call Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Ina Dorothy Harriman, also known as Anna, of Florida St. John, passed away on Tuesday, 25th June 2024, at the age of 78. The funeral arrangements for the late Ina Dorothy Harriman, also known as Anna, of Florida St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Halima Redhead Houghton of Fontenoy St. George, who resided in the USA, passed away on Sunday, June 23, 2024, at the age of 40. The funeral arrangements for the late Halima Redhead Houghton of Fontenoy St. George, who resided in the USA, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Esme Nicholas of Duquesne St. Mark, who resided at Mount Hartman St. George, passed away on Monday, July 8, 2024, at the age of 78. The funeral arrangements for the late Esme Nicholas of Duquesne St. Mark, who resided at Mount Hartman St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Sharon Veronica Wint Peterson of Marianne St. George died on Thursday, the 4th of July, at the age of 65. We'll have funeral arrangements for the late Sharon Veronica Wint Peterson of Marianne St. George in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Geraldine Hilaire of Mirabeau St. Andrew died on Saturday, 29th June 2024, at the age of 66. The funeral arrangements for the late Geraldine Hilaire of Mirabeau St. Andrew will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Clotilde Felix of Mamacan St. Andrew passed away on Sunday, 23rd June 2024, at the age of 80. The funeral arrangements for the late Clotilde Felix of Mamacan St. Andrew will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
Jean Elcock, also known as Tanti Sister, Mom and Sister of Mardi Gras St. David, died on Tuesday, the 25th of June, at the age of 87. The funeral arrangements of the late Jean Elcock, also known as Tanti Sister, Mom and Sister of Mardi Gras St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thank you for watching.
When death has come and taken a loved one, it leaves the home so empty and bare. But cheer up, my brothers, live in the sunshine. Why? There's a recording of scripture in John's Gospel, chapter 11. Jesus was about to do the final messianic miracle. Raise someone that was dead 4 days, someone that was dead more than 3 days from the dead. And as he was approaching the tomb, he told Mary, he says, if you would believe that I am the resurrection and the life, though he were dead, yet he would live. And if you believe and you're alive, you will never die. To understand that gives us a greater hope than having a large bank account. To understand that if you are in Christ and you've asked for forgiveness of your sins and you've asked Jesus to make you one of His. You will live eternally, and when that time comes, you will leave this body, and you'll be absent from the body and present with the Lord. That hope takes the fear of death away and the pain of grief. Friends, death is real, but you don't have to die. You can trust the Lord Jesus Christ, and He'll take care of you. He'll receive you into His kingdom, and there you'll be eternally with Him. Or you could choose not to and be eternally separated into a place of darkness and death. It's called the second death. So as you listen today, may you consider wisely, and God bless you. In Jesus' name, amen.
A Carnival Pulse is coming. Yes, you heard it. Carnival Pulse, a vibrant live broadcast event that captures the heart and soul of Grenada's Carnival. July 29th to August 9th at the Esplanade and Bruce Street Mall. Stay tuned for more information on Carnival Pulse, a production of MTV and Fusion FM in collaboration with Grenville Property Corporation Limited. This carnival will be pulsating.
Pardon me. Hey, look, Uncle Phil, no disrespect, man, but you got to watch where you parking that thing. Man, you know, get some flashing lights or some horns or something. I'm gonna just go ahead and shut up now.
You've been sitting on this couch all morning. A little bored?
Oh, nah, man. I'm cool. What you reading?
A postcard from Carlton. He's doing something with his summer.
Dear Big Guy, thanks a lot for sending me to Young Republicans camp. Yosemite's really neat. Hey, I'm rooming with Newt's nephew, Fig.
I wouldn't make fun of them. These kids are going to be the future leaders of this country.
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. In